Hello and welcome back. I've got another storing photo cards. Have lots of Ateez, Stray Kids, Monsta X, and a few others. Just so many, and a lot more on the way. I've got to stop buying. Let's get into a miscellaneous folder to begin with, and we'll start with some clownery that I've done there. Okay, so to begin with, got a whole heap of cards from a group that I actually don't really collect. SF9. Yeah, look, there was a bid sale on Facebook. They were all $1. And before I knew it, I had all of these. And, they are all, Yeosang cards. So it's all the one member. I think only about 4, maybe 5 of them are actually album PCs. The rest are benefits and non-album cards. Like this one is, I'm not sure, that one. This one I think is a photo book card, from a photo book that they did. So it's like, okay, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I was distracted and I ended up with all of these. So I think I've got them in order from album releases and then the non-album at the end. So I'm just going to start putting them in and work my way through. We'll see what happens. But I mean, he's cute. And I honestly, this one, I absolutely love this card. And this one here, I think is from like their 3rd or 4th album, Knights of the Sun. But yeah, no, I would just love that card, and that set me on a spiral of clicking claim. You know how it, no, it's just me, isn't it? Yes. All right, let me pop these away. And there we go. Yes, lots of cards that I really did not need to get, but I got a couple of Ateez cards that I needed from the sale on Facebook, so, there's that. Next off for this binder, though, I do have a new group that I'm looking at trying to collect. Waker. So they're a fairly new group. I think they debuted end of last year or beginning of this year with their debut album Mission of School, and then they've had one comeback, Sweet Tape. So I bought a set of each of the albums when I discovered them, and these were my pulls. I have since bought more. There's more on the way. But yes, so I figured I'd just pop these in for now. Yeonjun is my bias. He just grabbed me right from the get-go. He's just adorable, fantastic dancer, singer. So looking forward to seeing more from him. And so I've got a few of his cards, but yes. But at the moment, I mean, the whole group and the music really is amazing. So I figured I'd just put these ones. Now, I don't know all of their names, unfortunately. I'm still learning them. Good thing about their debut cards, though, is that they do have their names. It's like, but I'm really bad at pronouncing names. So it's like, Wonya, maybe. I'm sorry, I've probably completely butchered that. I do apologize. I'm sorry, young man. You're beautiful, though. But yes, so that was their first album, and I do have some more, so I'll just leave it to that page. And then I'll put this sweet boy there. And then these other two. But yes, they had 2 versions of their first album and then 3 versions of their second album. And so, yes. But they're all adorable. So, yes. That's a brand new one there. I saw a YouTube channel that did an unboxing, and she was explaining it all, and it's like, and I went and investigated, and it's like, So thank you, Love of K, for introducing me to yet another group. Ah, dear. We do love our Korean boys, don't we? Okay, so next up we've got Xikers. These ones I've just decided to add in here because I did have the Nemo and the platform version from House of Tricky Doorbell Ringing. I actually have decided to include the other members. So I've got both sets here for the other 8 members that from the original, because there was 10 in this comeback. So I'm thinking, yes, I'm just going to put them here. So we've got Minjae and Juman, Suman, and then we got Hanru, Jonhoney, Sian. I know I'm saying that wrong. Yeonjun, and then the magnate of the group, Yeonjun. There we go. So I figured I'll just pop those in there, just so that I've got the whole group represented. I'm going to have to go back through my albums and find the rest of these because I did have them, and I might actually store those as well from How to Play. All right, next up we've got Kevin from the Boyz. Got a few cards, but they're good ones. These ones are from the start. And got the Go card, which is, there you go, just plain signature on the back. It's so adorable. That's that one there. And then I have these two, the Ready cards. So I've got his hiding one, and then the one he's got cameras. And reason these were so hard to find is because they've got other members on the back. These, I did not realize this when I was looking for them, but I finally found it in a set with basically these 3, and then this one. I'm not sure which other one. There was another card, but it's like I don't need any more of those. But yeah, and it was more than what I wanted to pay. But when I've realized why these were so hard to find, because he's on the back with like Eric and you. So this is the hiding version where, you know, and it's basically Kevin by, I want to say New? Or is that Eric? I can't remember now. Darn it, I knew them. And then this one is Kevin taking a photo of the other member. So these ones go here. I was like very, very happy. I was very happy to find these, but yes, beautiful. So realistically, it just comes down to these mini cards from the platforms that they released after the fact. And I think that is why I'm having so much trouble finding all the mini cards, right from, you know, basically anything I'm missing tends to be the mini cards. And that's because they released them well after these albums were actually released. And so, yes, so that has caused a bit of an issue. But that's all I have for Mr. Kevin today. But yes, very happy with those ones. So Next up, we have some Enhypen cards. So first off, I've got this Dawn version that I was missing for Sunoo. So that finishes that set off. Got one of these coming, I'm pretty sure. So, but yes, nearly finished with that one. Then I need to find something for the middle. I don't like that empty spot at the moment. And then for Carnival, I have the Up set. So there's the selfie, and then the concept, just beautiful. And then the lenticular, which isn't too bad. Lenticulars are not my favourite, but that's all good. The fact that it moves around a bit. There we go. And I also have the down version. So I've got the lenticular for that one as well. That sideways one. You know, we all love that. And as well as the concept photo. So now I'm just missing the Hype lenticular on that one. Yes, then go back to Dark Blood. I've got this one here, so the full and concept. And then we have the half, no, that one's a selfie. Put that there. And then here's the concept. That one goes there. And then there is the new moon selfie. And concept. And then also have the engine ones. I'm actually probably putting these in the wrong way, but I'm going to put this selfie here so it's opposite that one, and then the concepty photo in the middle. But there we go. Then we've got an orange blood. It's the other Kasana, the first one there. So that one can go up there. Lastly, I do just have a couple of non-album. One is from Dimension Dilemma, Benefit, and then this one is a Fate Tour card. So these ones just came. So what I'm going to do is pop a page in the back, and I'm just going to start a non-album section. So there we go. Let's pop those in there, and we will continue with any extras that we get. I do still have a few extra Riize cards. I got my first Wonbin card. Yes, this one here is from Get a Guitar. So that's that one there. Slide him in there. I decided to put these ones from the photo card packs here. Got Wonbin's is on the way. And then I found a benefit set that'll go. I might rearrange, but we'll see. And then with Lucky, I did have these Tower Records. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them, but I decided I'm going to put them here, and I've actually got Wonbin's came in a set that I had purchased. I didn't realise when I went back and checked. I did have his coming, and so there'll be two more, I think UMS and HMV, or I'm not sure, but yeah, they'll go there as well. So that will be lucky. And with epilogue, I think I've got almost everything, possibly. I'm not 100% sure, but it was all bought from resellers, so none of my money went directly to support their company. Unfortunately, I don't agree with what they're doing, and it's the way I can help. But I wish the companies would do better. That's all I've got to say. Now, for Monsta X, I have a bit of a stack. Most of this, though, are for the solos. So, first off, got this Fatal Love. Oops. For Jonhoney. Here we go. And it is the Kino. Yes. So, yes. I was able to find his Kino. And slowly but surely, I am finding them. I'm down to, I think 2. But I'm not sure. I've got a lot of the other ones. Almost coming. But here we have Voyager, which was Kihyun's first solo release. And what I've decided for each outside of Monsta X as a group release, I'm just going to collect one 9-page. So I just bought 9 cards. Let me just did I put these in any sort of order? Not really. I know I want those. You know what? That's right. It was the backs. Yes. So those 3 were together. And then, yes, these 3 lightest this side. Oh, let me get these out of the way. There. And then these 3. So I listen to all Monsta X music, not just the group albums. And I love it all. So, but I figured I need to represent everyone. So, there's the back. Yeah, that's all good. But isn't it delightful? So that was that one. These last 2 Shape of Loves. And it's like, ooh, I love completing sets. Now, one is the Kino and one is the special. I think that's a special and that's the Kino. But I'm gonna, I think, switch them around so that that's there and that is there. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Might see about getting one for there just to fill in the page, because I do love to do that. And then there was a second release by Kihyun. So the first one was a single, and then this is a mini album, but it's called Youth. So I've got these ones here. Now I'm pretty sure I put these in an order that I wanted. Because I try not to fiddle around while I'm filming. And I did actually try to plan these out when I was purchasing. It's like, oh, I want that. You know, they look good together. And then when I got them and saw the backs, I think I did have to do a little bit of rearranging. And I forgot to take out the filler. But yeah, I just looked at all of their album cards and just like what goes well, you know. here. And then the last one. So that's that. Those are the outdoor concepts. So yeah, I had one blue and two orange backs, white and green backs. So it's like, do it that way. But isn't it gorgeous? So, and then we have IM's Unseen, which came out after Lights from Jonhoney. So this one, I was picky. I did basically only go for the selfies. And I said Unseen, and I meant to say Override. Don't know why I did that, but anyway. So yes, I've got these ones. Just gonna, again, pop them in. And there we go. So this one I just decided to put two concepts, and then there was three of this one, and I just loved that layout. So, and the back doesn't look too bad. Let's swap these two around. There we go. Yeah, backs look a little bit okay that way. And then there was Unseen with Sunoo and Hongyan? Yes, Hongwan. So these ones here, because there was two members, made it a little bit trickier. So hopefully these will work out. So again, I'll just do top and bottom and have these around the wrong other way so that all the members, that one there and that one there, and then in the middle, let's go this way. That one, and then because there was, didn't want to have an odd number, I did end up getting a group PC, which was actually a Soundwave benefit. It was the one I liked the most, where they were both smiling. It's like, oh. But yes, so that's what I did there. So there's 4 album cards for each of them, and then just the benefit for the unit card, because I didn't do any unit cards in the album, which is surprising. It's like, really? Okay, you guys do that. But there we go. So that is it for Monsta X. I've got a lot of Jonhoney's Lights that I was missing on the way. I think possibly I have all of the album cards, and then I think I needed, the way I organised it, I needed one more benefit of 3. So fingers crossed. It's all sorted. I never know until I actually get them and are putting them away to see if it's worked out or not. Okay, so now we'll do Ateez. Got a fair bit. But most importantly though, almost completing the digi packs for Golden Hour Part 1. So excited. It's like, yes, Part 2 just released yesterday. When I'm filming this, it's yesterday. So, and between everything that I've got on the way, I'm now missing 2 album PCs. Yes, very exciting. 1 platform and 1 digipack, which, you know, I'm sure we can all guess which one that is. But yes, so, but that's all good. We will find it eventually. It doesn't have to be completed. It just, you know, we just can't give up on the search. So, for this first set, got this beautiful Yeonjun. So adorable. So it's that one. And then this Sungwa. He's just stunning. They all are. I do love these sets. There you go. Something on the sleeve there. And then for this one, got this Sungwa. This one here. I think this was one that had to get elsewhere. Most of these I got from a gom I was using for this era. There we go. But she didn't have that one, and she didn't have the kissy face. So Yeosang for that. So still on the lookout for that kissy face. I will sell every other digipack that I've got. Yes, it's finding it is the problem. It's like no one wants to give it up. So, but that's all good. It will be found eventually. Same, that one there. And then we've also got Sunny for this set. I just love seeing the completed sets. But I'm liking these Ultra Pro sheets less and less. That's all good. Get there. Another Sungwa. I was missing the most from him, I think, for all of these. He was very elusive. He didn't like me much this era at all, really. And then I've got the last. A duplicate! Oh no! Oh dear. Oh dear. I hope that means I'm not missing a Yuna from another set. There we go. Got these three. Oh dear. Take a sip. Yes. Every time a duplicate is discovered, it's like, take a drink. There we go. All right. Oh no. Yes. I'm missing this, you know. I did the wrong one. Oh no. No. Oh dear. All right. I'm going to have a look for that one. What's the bet? That one is supposed to be here. And so I've accidentally marked the wrong one off. All right. I will check that later. Oh, that's so sad. All right. Then for this one here, I think I've got this in the wrong one. Yes. I prefer this Yeonjun here. But this is the kissy face Yeosang I'm missing. Oh, we will get him eventually. And apparently that last Yuno that I thought I had already got. There you go. Don't you love it when you do that? All right. There's that. And then, see, Yeonjun could go either way. It's like, yeah, all right, well, we'll just pop him here for now. That's all good. Can always rearrange later. All right, so that's all the Korean press digipacks, and then here are the international. And I'm just missing this particular. So I've got Kissy Face Yeosang. I've got one Kissy Face Yeosang, so it's like, you know, he's so gorgeous. I pulled that one. I was very happy with that. But this one is on the way, so just waiting on that one. It's coming from overseas, so it just takes a little bit longer to get to Oz. And then, yes, and then I am still on the look for the Target Sungwa bite card. Finding that one for sale, accessible in Australia, is a bit of a problem. But that is all good. I'll find it eventually. But yes, very sad that I now have one more Yuno to find. It's like, oh, okay. Missed that one. So I'll have to have a look. But yeah, other than that, I've got the platforms. I'm missing this Sungwa There you go, 2 songs. Platform 1. It's the only one, and it's finding it, you know, or you find it and, you know, you miss it. But that's all good. I will get there. But the new album came out yesterday. Oh, so good. Please. When did... I sometimes think they don't know how to write a bagged song, because I haven't experienced it so far in my time. But all good. Next folder. Let's do some chaos. Got, so for Fever, I do have a Fever 2 card. Now with these ones, I basically collect, I'm trying to start my back collection. That's the blue ones, and that one's full. So this Jonhoney can just slip in here for now. It's like Sans is finished for Fever 2. And then these are the other members. Oh, I've basically got them. There we go. So this is the blue. And then this is the yellow and red. For the other members at this stage. As I complete members, they'll get their own pages before moving them in to become an OT8. As soon as I get close enough, I'll expand my OT8 folder. But yeah. Now for part 3, I do have, alright, so I've got a Uno, 1 left, Song for Hyunjun, Sans finished, Songwa's finished, and then for all the other members, it's the blue ones, the orange ones, and the green here. So we'll just pop Uno. Actually, I might move Jonhoney over so that Uno can go underneath Uno, because that's always fun. Yes, slowly but surely. I making sure not to rush this. I would like to increase OT8 for the Fever errors, not Treasure. No, it's, I have a few extra in the front of this one for the Treasure error, but that's basically, I've got 1 page and that's it. It's like, they're too hard to find. If I come across them, absolutely. I've got this Jonhoney. It's like, yes, it is different. He's, it's like every group has one person who loves the same poses. Yes. All of these cards were very, very similar at times. But yeah, that's all I've got for Fever. Nothing for movement this time. But then I do have Chaos pages. And I have a little bit for that. So just going to separate them into members. Because I may have to actually separate them a little bit more, and at least have, you know, 1 page per person. Now I think, oh, no Sarnies, okay. Cool. But, yeah, because I was very unsure of what I was going to do with these sections. But now I've just decided I'm just going to put them in. I've had these ones for a little while and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them, but I've now decided, nope, we're just going to have Chaos member pages. Oh, look, that perfectly filled up a page of Hyunjun. Isn't he gorgeous? There you go. And they're just, you know, benefit cards, merch cards. Got some Mingy here. Oh, yes, I've got one. This one here. Just pop him in there. Isn't he gorgeous? Yeah. Wooyoung, do have one for him as well. There we go. We'll put him up here. And then I've got Jungwoo's page. Got a couple here. He's just too adorable. There we go. I've actually got a duplicate of this one. That's in my trade file for that needs to be listed. I have so much that needs to be listed. All right. Now, there we go. I'll put Sunoo here. And then what I will do is I'll just grab, all right, and there you go. Page for Yeonjun. Because it's like, I don't want to get rid of any Ateez cards. It's like, no, please don't. And then Sunny can have his own page, although I didn't have anything to add. These are just ones that I previously, he was sharing a page with Yeonjun earlier. So there we go. So that's a page for everyone now. I'll probably put them in, I'll put them in age order or group order a little bit later. I do have these group cards. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with them, so Sunny's got the least, so we'll pop them here for now. But yes, that's my chaos, very chaotic Ateez folder. That's basically fever and movement, and then extras for all of the merchant pre-order benefit cards that I have for these gorgeous boys. Okay, so here we have the first mammoth tomb of Ateez, where I've got Yeosang just for treasure, and fever all completed here. Movement, and then I've started adding my OT8s. So I had all the IDs, I had all the digipacks, and then witness is the first error that I'm trying to add. OT8 not going so well. Yeah, there's just too many and too much other stuff going on at the moment. But yes. Outlaw. I actually have quite a stack. Obviously nowhere near completing it because this is Outlaw and there are 1,005 cards. But yes, so do have a few, including a duplicate. All right, take a drink. Units, alrighty. I've done 2 each page, so I'm just going to pop them in as they come. So that one there. Make sure it's different, yes, great. And I knew I still needed to get another Mingi Songhwa unit. It's one where Songhwa's doing a winky face, so it's like, yay, it'll take a while. And then we've got Yuno and Ryung, and I have 3. And none of them are this one, so yay, I have completed. Woohoo! Like done. Oh, that's always the hold your breath moment. It's like, did I get any doubles? No, excellent. Celebrate. There we go. Yay. And then I do have, are these all different? Yes. I knew one of them was a double because it came in a set, because I've already got one. I've already had this one, but this one, yeah, I knew that was a double. I just couldn't remember which of the 4 was a double. But it came in a set with some other cards that I needed, so I was fine with getting, one duplicate. So I was like, yay, look at that, finished. So for this means, then we'll put that one there where they're holding each other's chins, and then these 2. I am just missing that Songhwa and Mingi unit card for Outlaw, and then the oh my god, I honestly had thought another one of these didn't. Yes, but anyway, wow, I'm down to 1. That is so cool. And then so finish that set, trying to find those ones, and these ones are problematic, but got that one just up there. I think I'll eventually move it to Yeosang's benefits pages, because there's no way I'll ever, I mean, I've got 3 members, but they're all different backs. So, yeah, there's too many of those. And I think there are US exclusives, as far as I could tell. So yeah, it was a case of, I don't think I'm ever going to get those. But for this one, I do have Jonhoney and San. So, starting. These ones, you know, there's just so many. And these ones specifically are a little bit harder to find. The, there you go, I've just got Jonhoney here. The ones with the white outfits, I think they were a lot easier in the platform versions. The way it was set out in the pack, there was less of these than there were of the white outfits. So they're a little bit harder. These ones. I can't believe I turned down a full set months and months and months ago, and I've regretted it ever since, because it's taken me ages to find those for. But at the time I was like, I was being fiscally responsible. It's like, yeah, see what happens? Yeah, that's all good. All right, so for Nose Heart, got Mingi, Yuno, and Jongo. Just Songwa and San for this set. Aren't they gorgeous? Love them. Books we've done. Spicy. I think that's on the way. Yeah, that is on the way. Because I finished all of the white ones. So I think. Dupe. Take a drink. Darn. Well, let's hope that wasn't, you know, in that set where I got that other double. Yeah, that's all good. Oh, I remember. Yeah. You know how you live by your templates? Yeah. Can be difficult at times. Mingi, San, you know. Okay. So, no Songwa. I do have this one for Yuno. And I also have his sticker, which I think was the only one I was missing. So that finishes the stickers, because I just popped them on the back there. But for this one here, and then I've got this Sun, and these ones. So I think it's like, yeah, you see them, but it's a matter of, you know, do you want to pay that much for them, or like I can get them all on Poker Market, but honestly, it's not worth it to get them on Poker Market. So if I've got some spots left that I'm filling to fill a box for shipment, then I'll add those ones, those sorts, to the Poker Market box if I, you know. But yeah, still no Wooyoung, although I think I've got 1 or 2 of those on the way now. Not sure. Oh, another duplicate. That's all good. Oh, I knew about this one. No, that's all good. This was, yeah. Yes, the duplicates are atrocious, but we've got that one there. So just, yeah. Still missing, but it's doing a lot better than what we were. So, yeah. Can't complain. It is, there's just way too many cards. Way too many sets. You know, I mean, I think Golden Hour Part 1 had 22 sets of cards with all the digipacks. And now with Part 2, there's like 24 sets for OT8 collecting, because they've 2 less digipacks, but there's an extra platform. So there's, instead of a platform and a poker, there's now 3 poker. It's like, you just added 2 cards. That's all good. So 24 set OT. That's way, way too many cards. But yes, that's it for this one. Let's do some merch though. Okay, so with the merch folder, it's getting way too full. I'm going to have to split this up. I do have the Work to Live DVD. Yes, I was insane and ordered that from Korea. Now I was going to put it, yes, with the concert, because it's technically, it's those sorts of things there. That. So I think I was just going to pop it here. So I did order 2 sets, or 2 of them from Apple. Yeah, Apple Music. So I got OT8 Apple Music. Isn't here? Aren't they adorable? Cute little sombres that they're wearing. That one there, and then just need to pop a filler in. And then for the random cards in it, I did pull this Yeosang. I'm going to pop him in the middle. And then immediately went on to Mercari, and I unbelievably found a set with the 2 missing cards, and it was a good price, so I've bought those. Yeah, so they're on the way, and then I was in group orders for pre-order benefits, and I managed to get Makestar and Everline. Tok Tok did their usual thing of selling out before pre-orders, so missed out on that one, but then I've since found it on Instagram or Facebook, can't remember, and so that one is on the way for that there. With this last row, I think there's another Makestar. I'm not sure. I think there's, and I think I have one of them on the way as well, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll see what I want to do with this row. That's it for merch. I do have just one more round of Pacific that came in for Yeosang. That should be, yes, back here. So that one, yeah. I'm just popping them in. Isn't that so gorgeous? Really, it was, I was so tempted to do OT8, but I have stopped myself. I cannot do OT8 for everything that I want to. So it's like, no, technically it is a concept photo. It's not a selfie. So it's like, you know, I did the OT8 for the first round because it was round 1. So yay. Plus they are selfies. They're all flowers and how gorgeous. But since then I have been able to stick to just Yeosang, and I'm hoping to stick to that because I do not want to fall down the spiral of getting random OTA sets, because it's just, these guys do way too much. Way too much. And it's like, I love them all. And, you know, if I had $1 million, I would spend it all on Ateez and Stray Kids. I suppose on K-pop, you know, yes. But that is it for merch. Then we'll just do Yeosang's binder. Okay, so for Yeosang's pre-order benefits and extras, I have an Outlaw card. It's movement, that's spin-off. Here is Outlaw. That's Outlaw as well. But this one will go really nicely here. So we're going to pop him there. There we go. Slowly but surely building up. And then the rest are all Golden Hour, part 1. So we'll skip past, look at that. Yes, I did find it, thankfully. I was very surprised. I tried Depop, and yeah, I don't think it's worth it, but hey, it found me a card that I had never been able to find. So, you know, it was a little bit more expensive than what it should have been, but it's all good. And then I have these ones here. So they're exclusives and broadcast. Woohoo! That's like, I'm fancy. I've got a broadcast. These are my top 3 that I'm still, yeah, found out there was a couple of goes that didn't quite happen the way they were supposed to. So there are a few Yeosangs that I thought I had secured and haven't, because they poor Gom, she did a great job, okay, really, but the seller, her proxy service, basically messed her around big time. And yeah, so it's funny, I've only got 2 that are just Yeosang. I swear I had so much more, but I think that just means I had too many OT8 and top 3. So for part 2, I have pretty much a permanent claim for Yeosang, with a gum that I used for this era, for like intermediately during the for part 1. And I think I've got just about every pre-order that there is, bar I think 1 or 2 that, you know, but yeah, so, but for part 1, there's still so much that, you know, it's like I do have so many, but there are so many more, and this doesn't really go with that page, so new page. Love this one. Love the work concept music video one. It's so beautiful. I think this one was a travel card set, but it was just beautiful. That was their concert outfits, and this is from, doesn't go with anything. The background was really weird, but it's all adorable. So there we go. There's yet another page. So yes, now it's just coming to filling empty spots in and finding the few. Like this was the Tok unit with Jonhoney, that it was a fake. And it's like, oh. And when I was putting it away, I was like, oh, that doesn't look right. And then I was watching some other storing videos, and I was seeing some others like, oh yeah, no, it's totally not right. I just thought, oh, maybe the color's a little bit off, you know, I didn't see the picture as clearly. But then when you see others on video, it's like, yeah, no, that is not real at all. So taking it out, because I don't store fakes or fan-made. I do have fan-made cards, but they're like separate folders completely, so I don't store them in with actual official cards. So now Stray Kids. Okay, so for Stray Kids, a couple for this early tomb, Mammoth edition. So I said in a past one that this one here, Felix from Mixtape, I did previously have it, but there was a huge mark down from where the card was in the album. So I found another one which does not have the mark, so it's much better condition. So now this set is complete once again. So that's Mixtape back to being done. Next off, I have some Mirror. Most of these are on the way. Now I've got this title for Bang Chang. Let's see if I try and not mess up Bang Chan and Changbin's names this storing video, because, you know, it's fine. I get them all right, but as soon as I turn the video on, it's like I automatically mix up these two names. I do not know why. It's all good. Black Border, the name ones, I do have Minna here. These two I think are on the way. Should be, hopefully. If my calculations are correct, I am now down to 1 unit card for IMU. Hunglix. Hunjin and Felix is believe is the only one I have not secured. But having said that, I did just buy a duplicate for, Digipop that I thought I had finished. So, we'll see. I wait till I'm in because I thought I had finished 8 completely. And turns out one of the cards I bought was clearly a fake. That's like, and I double checked that listing before I bought it and after I bought it. And it's like, no, that's, there was no mention. It's like, so yes, that was definitely a scam on that Hyunjin card, but that's all good. I've since, fingers crossed, secured him once again. So hopefully it arrives safely and it's real and I'll be able to say yes. So, but that won't be this storing card video because don't currently have any 8. I put those all the way after my concert trip last video. But that was it for this one. So that, other than limited, okay, obviously I've seen this Bangchan a couple of times. It's just a little bit too pricey at the moment. And early errors for limited cards. I don't know. Honestly, I do not know if I will go back any further for the limited. They really are a little bit, I'm afraid to say they are a little bit too expensive. And I could be buying so much more newer things in full OT8 sets rather than, for every one limited card, it's a OT8 merch set, just about. So I don't know. They may have to be saved for special occasions. It'll be very slow with getting the early era limited, if I even do, because honestly, I have bills and I cannot ignore those for these boys as much as I would love to. But yes, that's for the older eras. First off, I have the Unlock Go Live in Life Polaroid set. So the full set came with 3 OT8 Polaroid sets. So I'm going to put it in here with the DVD concert section. So for this one here, I did find a set on Mercari that had the box set. It was missing one Chan Polar, and it was very clear. It said all except one. And so it's like, oh, okay, great. Had a look at it. It was a decent price. And I was able to get that one on Poker Market for, a couple of dollars with fees and all that sort of stuff. So it's like, okay, no worries. I'll get that set at a really good price. And then I'll just pick up that Chan card. So it's like, excellent. So now I'm finally able to store it all. I think it was this one, actually. So not sure if they wanted to keep one or if it was the first one in the box and it was, got damaged or something like that. No idea. But there you go. But I used the front and back of the box to make fillers. So for the middle set, I've just my handmade ones. This one tends to be the further away concept. There's that one. And then the last set, which I used the back of the box. I did have to cut it down a little bit, but that's all good. And there we go. So that's that one there. And then we go back to, got those pilot. They are all on the way. So I just decided to get one set of those. Magic School merch. I'm going to try and fill these spots up with extra minnow stuff. Okay, I'm just going to pop that placeholder for the mini tubes because they all came with really cute cards. And then they're the benefits. And then I need to add some pages because I bought the 10 centimeter plushies and I've decided to store their tags. I bought those from in one group order. And then I've also got the mini plushes. And it's like, and they're different tags. So I'm going to store these as well. And these ones I got from all, like, between the 8 of them, I think I got them from like 3 different sellers. So one was from extras that a Go had because I hadn't originally claimed, and it's like, oh yes, please, I'll get those 3. And then someone else was selling, you know, a store that I went to. It's like, oh, grabbed one of those. And then when I was down in Melbourne, K-pop store that we went to had Vocal Racha, who I was missing, and I was like, oh yes, I've got to have those. So I finally got Singman and IN. So need to add these. So we'll put these ones in here. So now I'm just missing the original sized. We'll go from smallest to largest because these fluffy little 10 centimeter ones are adorable. You know, although it's Wolfchan, Liebit, Thraki, Ginny Ret, come on, Ginny Ret, Hankwaka, Bukari, Papi M, and Foxy IN, or Foxy Annie. But yes, here's those ones. Even the backs are adorable. So yeah, and then the mini plushes. That one. See what I've done? See what happens when you're not paying attention. Now where is Generate? There you go. Why were you out? See, when I don't put them in order, I pay attention. When I thought they were in order, I was just putting them in mindlessly, not paying attention to what I was actually doing. So there we go. Just need to do some fillers for those 2 there. So after Toy World, I think I'm just going to pop up a couple of pages in because I've got all of these Toy World stickers. There was about 3 or 4, I'm not sure. But basically what I've done is, because the backs of them were just yellow sticker backing, I've put far away and a close-up back to back. So just going to do that. Except, you know, I've got 2 further away. That's a little bit closer. We'll go this way. So yeah, it's like Felix. Oh, that's closer. It's that one. So gorgeous. It's like this one, and then it's slightly closer. And then, so there's all the backs of those there. And then I didn't end up with all of the units. Finally, and see, this is what the stickers look like on the back. So it's like, yeah, nothing too much. So I figured I would just try and get, I've got both of Minnow's units. I think I've actually got some more that I have forgotten to trade to store, because I wasn't sure if this was just be a Minnow page, because it's like I will, you know, try and get as much OT8 as I can, but then for everything else I'll try at least to complete Minnow. And then there was also this concept, but I only ended up with a few members of these ones. So it's like, okay, no, that's all good. I will add to the page when I can. But for now, I'm just going to store Minnow. We might do a 6 pattern here. There we go. And we'll add some more when we can. But that's that page there. Okay. And then after these, got album releases. This one, I'm not sure where to put this one. This was a Japanese photo card set that they released when they announced the season's greetings. It was just before that, so I'm not sure if this is a dome tour set or a concert set. I don't know. And go after 8. Because it was. And like all the Japanese sets, they come with a group card. So, yay, don't have to worry about a filler. And that is everything for today. We'll finish up on this page. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, night, week, month. And hopefully I will catch you next time when I store lots, way too many Stray Kids and Ateez cards along with everyone else. Bye. See you next time.